welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. The Aggies will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll need to get it done on the ground with Lloyd Avant. He is the guy they believe is the missing piece in this running attack. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looking downfield. It's Logan. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Straight ahead, it's Avant. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And for the first time today, we get a look at Ruben Owens. This is one of the most dynamic backs in the country. He's been through the wars, and they are excited to rely on him for this season.
And talking to coaches coming into this game, man, it was all about the running back spot and just having the senior leadership at that spot. A dude that's got experience, playmaking. They said when he talks, everyone in the huddle listens. So I know this offense is going to give him the football early and often. And Palmer, they're going to count on him in all the big moments.
And you don't see a lot of running backs drafted in the first round like we used to see, David. But this guy has a chance to be that guy in the next NFL draft. He could be a first rounder. He's got the vision. He's got the burst. He can make people miss. He's got speed, can catch the ball, can block, and do all those things. And he is so excited to remind everybody just how good he is today. And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to Drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Hart. Left side, it's Johnson. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down to the air. Throws to the back. Out wide left, it's Owens. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas A&M. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Logan. Left side, it's Nakua. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Throws it off the RPO. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, it's Avant. He's got the 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, going to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Going to try to get it himself. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Avant. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to pass, it's Logan. Throws to the wideout. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Owens. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Right at the line. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Using his legs, it's Henderson. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. To the air, it's Logan. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job of the defense knocking it down, getting the ball moving.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Looking to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Wants to throw one first. They're all over him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air, it's Hart. Turns it upfield. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Owens. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Thomas. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's open. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Looking downfield, it's Logan. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught. Shakes off the defender. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side, it's Nakua. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable, and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Logan. Lets it fly. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Off play action on first down. Out wide left, it's Owens. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to kick.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Out wide right, it's Thomas. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the grab at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught him. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Looking to throw, it's Logan. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Over the middle, it's Williams. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Left side, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rushes on, looking for the score. Touchdown, Aggie! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick give. It's Avent. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking for a man. It's Logan. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just got rid of that one.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Complete to start this drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
The give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Hey, guys, I'll be really curious to watch this offense down the stretch and see how they handle this. They've got a big lead. They can probably just continue to run the football. I got the running back stayed in bounds right there, too. Keep the clock moving. Or do they like their numbers? Do they want to continue to put the gas pedal to the floor, be aggressive, try to score points? Be interesting to see how they handle this situation.
He'll pull it down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Spins away from the defense. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Coleman Williams. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
Motion from the wide receiver. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game, who's winning, who's getting separation on the outside, who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage. This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Hits inside. It's Avant. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. In the backfield, it's Nakua. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Snags it, and he's open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
2nd and long here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thompson. There he got enough space. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
On the return, it's good. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Keeps it himself. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Out wide right, it's Edwards. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Aggies go back to work after moving the chain. Wide receiver comes in motion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. A&M comes back out with another first down. Keeps it, looking for room. It's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Run in the red zone. It's Henderson. Maybe a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard to practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Scanning the field, it's Logan. He wants a big play here late. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not.
Down he goes. Can't get the throw off, and that's going to do it. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched.